Hello. So today again I welcome you all to our the second part of physical and chemical changes. Okay? So physical and chemical changes, this chapter we have already studied about the types of changes. We have studied everything like slow and fast change, reversible, irreversible, desirable, undesirable. Okay? But now we are going to study about what is physical or what is a chemical change, means about this chapter. They mainly about these two changes. Okay, the first change we are going to start the physical changes. Before starting the physical changes, let's see some examples here. So what are the examples? See, first is the breaking of glass. Okay, one glass is broken, then what you can do, you can just put again it back, or the glass will not change its form. The broken glass is a piece of a glass. Then mixing of candies, all candies are mixed up, then you can just separate it. If you together you mix all the candies, that is also all, it will be known as candies only. And if you separate and eat it, then also it will known as candies only. Shredding paper, when you shred the paper, the pieces of paper you will get, that is also a paper. No, any new form is not for came here. Next, the folding of paper, when you make any like planes, like ducks, houses, boats. So what happens? Same paper only, it is a paper only, it cannot be changed to a what form? The real form. Okay, melting ice, if you melt the ice, again you can get it back that by freezing it. Then chopping the wood, if you chop one wood block, then what will happen? Then again you will get that block only, means again you will get wood only, nothing more than that. Then cutting the hair, if you cut some hair, you will have short hair, isn't it? Long hair you will cut it, you will have short hair, but the cutted hair will not change its form. Next, the dry ice, that is sublimation. Sublimation is also one type of the physical change, means from directly from solid to gas. Then boiling the water, if you boil it and again you condense it, so it doesn't have any new form. Breaking the egg, if you break one raw egg, okay, you will get the yolk, then you can make it, that is also one egg only, so no new forms are changed here. So these are the some examples of the physical change. Again, some examples are given in front of you, like crushing a can, melting an ice cube, boiling water, mixing sand with water, breaking glass, dissolving sugar in water, shredding paper, chopping wood, mixing green and red marbles, sublimation of dry ice. So these are the examples of the physical change. Now we'll study about the change of state of water will be happened. So what is a physical change? See here, the physical change is what? Means it will not be reversed, it will not involve any other new formation, so that is a physical change. Now slowly, step by step, with some process, means with change of matters, we will get some examples of physical changes. First example is of the evaporation. So evaporation is what? This process is what? This process, it involves the change of liquid state of water into the gaseous state, that is the water vapor, or by boiling. Okay, so that is the evaporation. Next comes the condensation. Here condensation, what happens? This process of change of water from gaseous state to the liquid state, so that is the condensation. What happens? See here, the cold glass you have taken there, some ice cubes were given put there, and the glass will form what? Some small water droplets you will find on the outer surface of the glass. Why? Because whatever water is there inside the glass has low degree temperature than your warm moisture air surrounding the glass. Okay, so the condensation processes form there. So next we will go to the melting. So melting is what? Nothing but the process of the causes the changes in solid state of water, means ice to liquid state, and that is the water. Okay, so this water, if you place some ice cubes at the room temperature, what will happen? It will melt to become the liquid water. Okay, then we'll get upon the freezing state. So freezing, I think you all know, I think now it is the summer season, you will have only in summer season, what we have? The ice cubes we like to add in our drinks, isn't it? So the ice cubes, what? These are the freezing, means a glass of water when it is frozen, but it is still a water only. Though it is in liquid state, it is a still water. So this is also a type of the physical change. Next, the sublimation. Sublimation is nothing that the changing of solid directly to the gas. So dry ice, I think you've heard about this one. So dry ice is obviously a solid carbon dioxide. Okay, so at room temperature, what happens? At room temperature, it sublimates the carbon dioxide into the vapor form. So that is the sublimation. Okay, so these are some changes of matter in the physical changes. The next slide is in front of you about drying of the wet cloths. The wet cloths dry due to what? The evaporation of water to form the water vapors. The water present in the cloths absorb the heat from surroundings and convert into water vapor that escape into the air. So this is also one type of the example of physical change. Now see the characteristics. What are the characteristics? First is what? That whatever the size, shape, color and state, okay? Whatever will be the shape, so only physical properties have been, nothing new substances formed there. Okay, then this physical proper changes can be reversible also, irreversible also. Okay, then no any small amount of energy, either it is absorbed or evolved during the physical change. So these are the main characteristics of the physical changes. Now in front of you, one photo is there. One is log, another is also log. In the above, it is written physical and chemical change. So when you cut the log, okay, when you cut the log, what happens? That log will form many pieces of logs. So no new substance is formed, only some pieces are formed. Whatever you have cut the log, same log only you got. So that is a physical change. But chemical change, why it is written here? Because that wooden log will be formed into ashes and we cannot get back that ash again to the log form. So this is a chemical change. So from this idea we got that we will study about some chemical changes. See here, the chemical change is what? It forms new products, and physical changes, it is a change but not any chemical identity. Chemical identity is not changed in this process. Okay, so chemical changes, examples you see: iron rusting, then burning wood, metabolism, cooking an egg, baking a cake, electroplating, rotting banana, vinegar and baking soda mixture, fireworks and chemical battery. So here it includes all the chemical changes. Now some examples. First example is what? The formation of curd from milk. So when we make the curd from milk, what happens? Here in this process, it involves some new substance from the original one. The curd is also has some different properties to the original substance like the milk. So this is a chemical change. Next we will get the reaction of iron powder with the sulfur powder. So I have written the reaction up. Iron, the symbol is Fe, sulfur symbol is S, and through heating we will get FeS. Okay, means iron sulfide we will get. So in this mixture what happens? Some blue flames are blown, means while heating some blue flame will come out, and what will happen? The iron powder will react with the sulfur powder to form the iron sulfide, and this will give a orange type flame. So this orange type flame will say us that this is the formation of iron sulfide. Okay, so this is one type of example of chemical change. Now we'll go through the characteristics of the chemical change. So during a chemical change, one or more new substances are formed. Then chemical changes are permanent. Thus, a chemical change cannot be reversed by simple physical methods. During a chemical change, relatively larger amount of heat, light or any other radiation may be given out or absorbed. During a chemical change, both the physical and chemical properties of a substance are changed. Okay, so here also some differences between physical and chemical changes you all can see. You just I can give you all the main. Just you all do one thing. Pause the video and you can write it. Okay, it is given very clearly about the physical and the chemical changes. The differences are given here. One more slide is given after you about physical and chemical changes differences. Okay, so today till here. The third part of this chapter remains. On the next, we will be continuing with the some changes which involve some the energy. So till then, thank you.